All right, let's talk pumpkin project. So, you guys have this assignment. You also have um, right here on your Google Classroom, you've got that page that I was just looking at has been provided to you with a list of instructions. Okay. I'm nervous if this is the only thing that I give you, so we're making the video to just reinforce what we're telling you. Okay, first of all, this is a test grade. I'm going to make it very plain to you. That means that if you choose to not do this, you will not pass the second 6 weeks. You can't recover from a 0 on a test. We've got until October the 30th to get that done. And so you need to get started. You need to plan accordingly. All right. The first thing that I want you to know, there are, just like I said on my Google Classroom post, there are 3 parts to this project. The first part is the drawing. The drawing part is this page 2. We have provided you with the outline. You are required to use this outline. You are not allowed to alter this line. You need to use this outline. You are going to create your own face. So that's where we get one part that is provided for you, so you don't have to be all that creative, but then we allow you a creative element. So this outline, along with the addition of your unique face, needs to be turned in by Friday, just the drawing. Now, for those of you who may not have the ability to print this off, then just grab a piece of graph paper and redraw this. It doesn't take very long. And draw on the graph paper and then submit that. Take a picture of that and submit it. Those of you who don't have a piece of graph paper, you can do this on just a regular piece of paper. If you're doing this on a regular piece of paper, then the only thing that I ask you to do on that regular piece of paper, when because you're going to be kind of sketching it. I'm not going to ask you to, take a ruler and all of that and draw some, you don't have to, you do need to draw an X and Y axis, okay? So you would need to draw the X and Y axis, use a ruler so it's a little bit straighter than that, and then when you go to plot and start drawing the graph, you need to be sure you include the ordered pairs. So that dot right there that starts line 1, you would need to tell me is at 0, 11. And so you would just need to say like 0, 11. And then the next dot right there is at 1, 10. So as you sketch it on just a regular piece of paper or a notebook paper or whatever, you can do it that way. Just be sure you include the ordered pairs. And so the next ordered pair would be at 0, 8. Okay, it comes back down like this. And you'd say that one's at 0, 8. And then, of course, you would add, everything for your own face, your unique face, so that we have, some idea of where it is. But maybe most of you, if you don't have an ability to print, and I know not all of us have printers at home. I have one, but the chances of it working are hit and miss. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So if you don't have this, then grab a piece of back graph paper and just copy this and the face. And if you don't have graph paper, try to make it work on just a piece of notebook paper with an X and Y axis and points added. Okay, so enough about that. Understand that this is due on Friday, the 16th. It says so right here, due Friday, October the 16th. It's worth 6 points of your final project. If it's not turned in on the 16th, you're going to miss those 6 points. Okay? So everybody, whether it's an A day or a B day, everybody is supposed to be turning in. For goodness sakes, it's a piece of paper with some lines drawn on it and eyes, nose, and a mouth for a pumpkin. Okay, so get that turned in. Then over the next 2 weeks, you're going to start writing equations. So right here is where you would write the equation for line number 1 along with the restrictions. And I think we show you, so be sure you write them in slope-intercept form. And you can put the restrictions, when you're writing the restrictions, I don't care, you can use interval notation or inequality notation. It doesn't matter to me. But when you go to start creating your graph on Desmos, you'll have to put it in inequality notation. So, okay, so what else? Like I say on my Google Classroom, the drawing is due October 16th. The written equations on this piece of paper right here, this is due on the 30th. And then, of course, when you go to your, let's see, you're going to go to a Desmos graph. If you have an account, and you should have an account, if not, just create an account real quick, then you can save it, and that way you don't have to finish it all at once. But here's that share button right there. You click that, and you copy that link, and then you share it with my email address and Professor Trevino's email address that we provided for you right here. Here's my email address, and the Professor Trevino's is in the same place. So again, when you go to Desmos, you probably, if you don't have an account already, you probably want to sign up. It's just going to need an email address. That's all it's going to need. Then you'll be able to save it. See, it says it's signing up. Give them an email address. Then you'll be able to save it right here, and that way you will be able to go right here to, you'll find it right there. You'll press the little pancake button and you'll sign in. I mean, I can sign in on mine. That's mine. And when I sign in now, see, I'm signed in, there's my name, and when I go to my little stack of pancakes, you'll see that these are all of the named graphs that I've worked with before. Okay, so here's one where I did a problem. There, it's saved. So anyway, so that's how you're going to do that. You'll click the share button, you'll copy the link, and you'll send it to us via email. I think I've covered everything. I lost where I am. Everything you need to know is on here. If you have any questions, you better ask. The final due date is right here, Friday, October 30th, and that is by 11:59 that night. This is a test grade, so don't mess that part up. All right, if you have any questions, let either one of us know.